Breaking news. U.S. Capitol on lockdown after visitor opened fire shooting police officer. Shots were fired in visitor center shortly before 3 p.m. Eastern Time. One visitor described people screaming, running and hiding. The center was evacuated. One police officer was shot, suspect detained. The officer's wounds are not life-threatening, police confirmed. Meanwhile, the Obamas are hosting the Easter egg roll just meters away. White House was briefly placed on lockdown but that was soon lifted. The U.S. Capitol is on lockdown after a visitor opened fire, shooting and wounding a police officer. Staffers in the visitor center were ordered to shelter in place just before 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday as police secure the area. One officer was hospitalized with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. The suspect was taken into custody within minutes of the first shot being fired, the Associated Press reported. One visitor, Catherine Leff from California, described crowds running and screaming after gunshots sounded as she was walking through security. Leff tweeted, "Was it the visitors center? Shots heard while going through security. It was a scramble. Capitol evacuated after hiding behind wall." She added, "That moment when it goes down, everyone is screaming and running and you can't see where the shots fired are from." An email was sent to workers describing the potential security threat. The email added, "If you are outside, seek cover." Meanwhile, the President and First Lady were hosting 35,000 people at the White House Easter egg roll just a few hundred meters away. The event unfolded with Congress on recess and lawmakers back in their districts. The White House was briefly put on lockdown, but that was soon lifted. Visitors were being turned away from the Capitol as emergency vehicles flooded the street and the plaza on the building's eastern side. Police, some carrying long guns, cordoned off the streets immediately around the building, which were thick with tourists visiting for spring holidays and the Cherry Blossom Festival. Traffic was jammed in the vicinity, but despite the obvious emergency, the scene was relatively calm. A work crew on the north side of the Supreme Court, across the street, was asked to stop work and move away from the building as a precaution. Capitol Police did not immediately return calls.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. You can visit us on www.therealthingmeme.webs.com.